45-yard line, I don't wanna kick it with you. No photos, I'm focused on the bigger picture. Tell me when you back in town, I get dinner with you. Never used to get up in the kitchen, now I'm cooking with the gas. Yeah, I'm heating up.
Alright, we're live, we're recording. Kai.
Can we test our mics? Is this gonna work?
Yeah, I tested it. You just gotta speak into it.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. I'm the fuck on, bro.
Let's fucking go! See, we're finally happy. We're finally happy for a NFL week. Week 3, great. We feel good. Bryson, how do you feel?
Let's just get this over with.
Let me fix
0-3, baby. Let's go. Indianapolis Colts. That's the shit.
Yeah, dude. Colts are going through a lot of fucking injuries right now.
I don't even care. We can make excuses for them all day, but let's be honest.
Excuses?
Jonathan Taylor is still healthy, and they don't use him. So they're garbage.
It's Frank Reich's fault. I want him gone. I'm not saying you're wrong at all.
You guys are 0-3. I don't care.
I don't care either. I'm pissed.
Really.
How the fuck do you not run with Jonathan Taylor? Wentz has broken ankles. Just start this show so we can do this then. I don't want to do this again.
Hey, this is the show.
This is the show. You started it? I'm not even on the fucking mic this whole time.
It's alright.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Fuck.
To be honest, you needed a moment. You needed a moment. He needed a moment.
I really did.
No, honestly, this is the show.
This is the show.
I literally didn't know.
You look depressed, and honestly, like, now I hope that you're into it, and we're gonna talk about Gerson Rosas to start it off, because the news broke yesterday about him getting fired. Not yesterday, last week when we recorded the show. The news broke while we were on it that he was being let go by the Timberwolves, or it broke that day, and then now more information came out that he was actually seeing someone that also worked within the Timberwolves organization.
Nice.
And he was public about it at being at the soccer game, even seen around at summer league. And things have been boiling over. I heard reports that he's not the most professional or very annoying in trade negotiations, and he's very pesky about it, and always almost pestering them. So,
do you think that the final decision had anything to do with the Simmons talks?
No.
Not pulling the trigger?
I don't think it's based off his...
Rosas, bro.
Dude, performance-wise, that's the thing that you have to about leadership. President of basketball operations is, other than the players themselves, is the most important position for the organization. He did a good job, but if you're not a good leader overall, and you're giving out these bad examples, and the Timberwolves, or not examples, you're putting out this bad figure of oh, I'm just cheating on my wife.
Shitty image.
With I have kids with some hot whoever
He was
at the.
cheating?
I mean, unless they're they're not divorced.
Relationship status
They
is.
were publicly cheating at a Minnesota Blues game on the Megatron.
I didn't know he was cheating. I thought he was just seeing somebody.
Yeah.
You want to know what's even better, Bryson? You will appreciate this. Like Ant just said that you definitely didn't listen to because you're still salty about your Colts.
Dude, fuck off.
No, here's the thing. That girl he was cheating on with,
Yeah.
she works for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I know that part.
Oh,
I just didn't know it was cheating.
I'm just saying, oh, he's married.
That's the part I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought he was just a single dude.
Ladies out here, do not fall into the trap of Bryson Dahl because he can be married and he doesn't.
That's fucked.
Throwing me under the bus, but he's not wrong. But yeah,
Let's just be honest.
let's be real.
No. Honestly,
Definitely not sharing this part of the video.
here's my thing.
Maybe.
Bill Clinton got our country into a surplus, okay?
What the fuck is going on? Shout out to Bang Energy. This shit's good. Let's
God.
go.
What are you talking about?
What do I bring to the table? What are you doing right now?
No, regardless of how you feel about Bill Clinton, you got our country
Nobody
going-
cares.
No, he got our country in surplus. The way it relates to this, I do not care if you're cheating on your wife. If you do good things for our team, the Timberwolves are so bad right now, I do not care. Cheat on your wife on national television, I don't care. Just bring in the right players and have us compete. I don't care.
Dude, he did this on
We're Raptors,
national
not
TV
already.
though.
I do not care.
It's fair to say he's part of the Hoodville community. He does not. He's no simp.
He didn't give a fuck.
He's no simp though.
Keep him.
I kind of miss him if I'm gonna be honest.
I already miss him. I wish he was still with us.
Yeah, but like the thing that Alex Rodriguez and Laurie are trying to do is like create like this like whole new culture, and like Gerson Rosas fits the old Timberwolves culture under Glenn, like a more toxic, like he's good at it. I have to say he's done a good job, other than the Jarrett Culver pick, which I think was his. I'm not 100% on that.
I think so.
I think it was his pick, but like other than that, oh Kai, are you muted?
No, people get
Oh.
picks wrong.
Yeah. Like that's one,
Yeah.
and like he could still be an okay player, and he got us Patrick Beverly in a trade. Not like saying like it's a huge win, but like that's a decent bench option. So, I mean, and that's another report too. He did the Patrick Beverly trade all on his own, like no consulting,
Good. Bring him back.
which it wasn't a bad trade at all.
So, here's my question, right? I know you're about to bring this up. So,
Oh boy.
Karl Anthony Towns, rightfully so, isn't happy with it, right? And let's be honest, regardless of how you feel about Karl Anthony Towns, the kid, for being under 25 years old, has been through everything. Are you trying to shop Karl Anthony Towns right now?
No.
Really?
Why? Why would I?
Dude, cash out on him while you can.
I
He's got how many years left on his contract? 3?
Agree?
I think maybe even 4. I think this last year was his first year of the max.
I don't need to ship him right now. I can try to win.
Dude.
I can bring Simmons in and really be a threat.
Towns.
What?
Let me ask you this then as a follow-up, right? We don't ship Karl Anthony Towns. When was the last year you saw Karl Anthony Towns make a progression?
The last full season he played, he was unbelievable.
Pre-COVID.
You were exactly pre-COVID.
Dude, he might come out this year and
Well,
be
dude,
absolutely crazy.
Dude, like you said, he's gone through everything from a professional standpoint, as well as losing half his damn family, bro. Like, that's just a shitty take. Just being a dick.
Ah, man.
Let's see you do it. Let's see anybody fucking do what
I
he did.
can't do it, bro.
The fact that he even stepped on a court again is amazing.
I'm not fucking out here saying I'm better. But that's why you get paid millions of dollars. That's why idiots like
I
us-
said anybody. I said anybody. The fact that he even stepped on the court is amazing.
And your take on Cat, anyways, I don't even think that he's that mad about them firing. I think he's just more disappointed in the news overall. Like, because, like, it's reasonable why he got fired. After that, what breaks, it is 100% reasonable to fire someone in that position. That's very inappropriate behavior in a professional setting. So it's like Cat's just like probably just disappointed because it's the same old shit that always happens with this organization. Someone that you think is gonna be good for the job, you guys gave too much credit for, and then they fuck it up because they can't hold it together.
Well, it's possible that
Like-
they didn't really include him in it too. He might have found out like how we found out.
Yeah,
I mean,
which
he's been here the longest, so I can see how
What-
he'd be upset.
which that is a reasonable thing to be upset about. But
Right.
If you're trading Cat right now, what are you asking?
I'm not trading Cat, so I'm not asking.
I mean, you
anybody.
got to get another star back. Like, why else would you do it? Like, you got to get a star that will pair up with Ant.
You're putting Cat on the trade block. You're asking for one Cat.
3 first-round picks, couple young guys that are solid.
Well, I mean, that's
Take
it.
that trade every single day of the week.
Taking what?
Whatever you just said, 3 first-round picks and
Why?
young guys that are
We've-
solid already.
We've
I'm
done
taking
this.
that trade every day of the week.
We've done this before. It's just starting over again.
Yeah.
I hate it. I want to win. I want.
Okay. Has Carl Anthony Towns brought wins besides Jimmy Butler?
Dude, have you seen how many times
I
him
mean-
and D'Lo and all these guys
How
have played
many
together?
times have we brought in wins with Carl?
I mean, you could literally look at like his win rates and all that shit, his win shares, everything. Like he's a positive player. Like he's not the problem. If you think Karl Anthony Towns has been the problem, you have this whole thing.
Pause. I'm just saying, we have so many holes in our game. You trade Carl Anthony Towns
For a bunch of picks that you hope turn into a player as good as Karl Anthony Towns, you hope one day could be as good as him.
My trade offer I just said accept on had rookies or young guys that are already proven, like Bryson just said.
I didn't say proven.
Young guys are like Jaden McDaniels. That's like the kind of players that he's probably talking about. Like those with high potential.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're not gonna get like fuck. Who can I even name right now? It's hard to name someone that's young and that's
But
solid like you're thinking like that. They're already probably elite. You know what I mean?
all right, after that point, we got to move on to NFL. But just because we've been talking about Timberwolves and Gerson Rosas, and now we're going down the slippery slope, and we could talk about this depressing franchise all damn day.
Can I just say one more thing?
Who will not make the playoffs this year?
Who?
That statement.
Who won't?
Timberwolves.
If we get Ben Simmons, we will.
Dude, we
I'll
don't
end
even,
on that.
not even honestly, they'll still make it into the play-in tournament without if they don't even change the roster too much. Cause Ant Edwards, you guys are sleeping on him. Cat's at 2.
Who? I'm not.
Exactly. When we talk about how well the fucking Wolves are gonna be, it's about Ant Edwards. So build around.
That's fine. That's what is okay. Cat could be a number 2.
Ow.
If Cat's your number,
Whatever.
We're not. I don't want to move on.
that's like all right. I'm not gonna say like these players are as good as LeBron or Anthony Davis,
Right.
but that's like saying like, oh, I don't want Anthony Davis here because we already have LeBron. It's like what? They both could be a top option on the team. It's like
Especially when health comes into it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was our record last year?
D'Lo was hurt a lot too.
everyone was hurt.
You're sleeping on D'Lo. You
the
forgot
top-
what he did in
the-
Brooklyn.
All right, we're done. We're going to NFL. We're done.
Oh my god.
We're done.
The fact that you even gave me that face pisses me off.
Kai, I'm about to put you on mute, buddy.
Bro, give him a black screen. I don't want to look at him.
Let's go, dude. Your Colts are 0-3.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're
All
so
right.
mature. Nice. Go to the next topic.
All right.
Stop up.
You know what the fucking Vikings aren't? The Vikings aren't 0-3. You're an idiot.
All right.
You're an idiot.
If you win the game, Bryson, your takes will be relevant. But until
Oh
then,
my god.
All right.
might as well fade into the background.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Loyola.
All right. Breaking news. It's not. This isn't really breaking news, but NFL news going on. Josh Gordon has signed with the Chiefs, so that should be interesting if he plays and see how he does.
I don't even know how to feel about it. It's either this could be really cool and he could step into a potential wide receiver 2 role and make something happen. Because let's face it, he's in the best situation possible with Patty Mahomes. Or he could ruin his sober streak of however long and be out of here in 2-3 weeks. There's no in between.
Pause.
Pause
Regardless
what?
of how he does, he will never be the wide receiver 2.
Why?
Travis Kelce is pretty much.
No. I'm not saying second option. I'm saying specifically the other wide receiver other than Tyreek Hill.
As soon as he gets activated, give him 2 weeks. He's good. I'd pick him up. Why not?
I can see it.
If you got a $200 fob, I know we're late, but I'd spend $50 on Josh Gordon. In the most prolific offense, they're not going to the running game.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. Because you're gonna say sorry.
No, dude.
No, say sorry. Both of you can say sorry. Both of you.
I didn't do anything.
No. You both were fucking assholes about Clyde.
I did not trade him yet, alright?
I don't care.
I have him
Dude,
in my
this
league.
kid, I know. This kid has sent me like 3-4 different screenshots. Bro, what do you think of this Clyde trade? Like,
No, let's pause.
you guys both said last time he could get phased out. He's not getting his touches. He's not getting his goal line touches. Guess what? 100 yards, 17 carries, and a touchdown last game.
Versus the Chargers.
I don't care. I play who's in front of me, baby.
I mean, Chargers should be a playoff team. Not saying their defense is good, but
The rushing defense is bottom 10 in the fucking NFL.
well, that's fine. I mean, at least he did good. He had 2 fumbles 2 games in a row. So.
The thing is, I feel like it doesn't matter when you're playing the Chiefs because you're constantly worried about what they got at wide receiver and tight end.
Look,
You're not crowding the box anyway.
my last comment on this, I really hope that Clyde does well for my dynasty.
Thank you.
sake. I really hope that Clyde does well.
Mhm.
I have him in so many dynasty leagues. I hope he does well. But here's the thing: you can take a victory lap off of 1 week. If I'm a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner, I'm trying to sell as fast as I fucking can.
Wow.
Right after this week, after you just got it. Now again, am I gonna ship the house for someone weak like Josh Jacobs, who, again, he was a top
He was
10,
hurt.
12 running back his first 2 years, and now he's in a bad situation with Kenyon Drake? No.
It's not really
But-
bad, bro.
I mean, it was Peyton Barber last week, but yeah.
Well, he was hurt. Josh didn't even play.
Again, I think Josh Jacobs is an elite level talent. I just do not think on a consistent basis I'd be comfortable starting him every week. If I'm a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner, I'm trying to trade for some old guys. I'm trying to go Ezekiel Elliott. Now Zeke,
Oh,
no, pause. He just had a big game, right? So Zeke owners are now.
you're with me, right?
I'm gonna go after Zeke, Austin Eckler. I'm gonna go after David Montgomery.
Eckler? What are you? You're not getting him straight up.
No, but dude, I'm okay throwing in a second round pick.
You're not getting anyone with a brain isn't doing that. You offer that to me, I'm laughing.
Do you not know the leagues we're in?
Well, you play with some idiots. That's not a
Dude,
flex.
let's be honest, dude. Most of the people watching our video right now aren't in professional dynasty leagues. Let's be
Exactly why they shouldn't be listening to you right now.
honest. No, they should be because I know the market they're going into. If I'm a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner, I'm trying to get as much as I can after a good week. Because here's the thing: he plays a weak defense in Philadelphia next week. If you look at his schedule the rest of the week, it's really damn tough. You're relying on touchdowns. You're pretty much playing the tight end game, in my opinion.
It's like I said before though. He can be playing whoever, but when you're stressing and you're double teaming Tyreek and Travis Kelce, Clyde's gonna have his options at some point.
I
They're
mean,
not crowding the box.
and you make it sound like he can't develop and get better over time. He's still a young player. Like, you're acting like he can't expand his role with like more experience and more time in the offense. Like, that's how this thing's kind of work. Yeah, you could trade him for Zeke, who's getting phased out by Tony Pollard right now.
Pollard is the RB1 in my eyes.
So it's like, yeah, or like Josh Jacobs, who has Peyton Barber and Kenyon Drake behind him, who are all probably going to receive touches now because they both had big games the past 2 weeks. So I don't know.
If I'm a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner, obviously if you're like Bryson's team where Clyde Edwards-Helaire is your RB1,
Oh God, I traded for the team, Kai.
I'm not. We won't get into the details.
Don't throw shade.
I'm throwing shade.
You said he's my RB1, knowing damn well that's not realistic.
Viewers want shade, dude. The viewers aren't here to listen to your takes.
They want the truth on how to be a good fantasy owner.
3. What's your fantasy team at right now?
Depends which league, buddy.
Exactly. I'm 3-0 or 2-1 in
He's
every
trying to
league.
shit on me for
Oh
taking
my
Jeff's
God.
team. I don't even want to
All
get
right.
into it.
Well, Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed Richard Sherman. That's a good depth signing. You can never have enough cornerbacks in this league. A lot of wide receivers.
Facts.
That's actually awesome.
Listen, and I like it too because it's right before Brady and company go back to Gillette Stadium.
Dude, to be honest, I would not have mind if the Vikings would have, because there've been rumors all offseason about us signing Richard Sherman, just because of how Breeland's been playing and with Dancer being as immature as he was after the week 3 win. It would have been kind of nice to bring in a veteran that could play in his own scheme. So
I can say the
I'm
same
gonna
for Indy.
ask you guys honestly.
Yeah.
Do you blame Dantzler?
For what?
yes, there's a different way to handle that. You can handle that behind the doors and behind the scenes. After a team wins and you're making it about you, in a negative aspect, it comes off very shitty and immature. And I'm a Dancer fan. I actually believe that he should be starting, but now I think that he shouldn't right now, just because there's an immaturity to it. I'm just being real. I mean, and Breland had a fine game last week.
Hold on. What did he say? I honestly didn't see it.
Oh, he just he said something about I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep my mouth shut on this anymore. It's basically about him not playing or he's, I don't know the tweet exactly, but basically he's like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to hold this back anymore. And then he deleted the tweet. It was right after the game. It's about Breland starting over him. And Breland's been bad this year.
But here's my thing too, right? Imagine this. We're literally we have the talent on the corners. Now, if you guys disagree, tell me wrong, right? As I'm rocking my Harrison Smith jersey, I know Ant's rocking the same thing. But here's the thing, right? We have the talent to almost go to Legion of Boom level, whereas Richard Sherman has this half, Dantzler has this half. Let him rock, right?
Richard Sherman?
Wait.
No, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I don't.
Wait, what about Patrick Peterson? You're just gonna ignore him?
No. I'm just saying. Richard Sherman's the guy I remember as the main corner, and that I don't.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Right. So I'm just saying, right? You have Dantzler on one side, Peterson on the other. Imagine the competitive advantage that we have if legit we have two top corners on the edges. One gets left side, one gets right. They will not know as an offensive, someone like Tom Brady, Russell Wilson. You're not gonna know if we're in a zone or if we're in man. When it's just dude, you get the left, you get the right. We'll decide on what we do on the back end. We don't have to switch anymore or follow players when they make rotations or do fake hikes, because it doesn't matter. They both could be considered cornerback ones in any defense. So
Listen.
now except for top, right? I'm not gonna Peterson, whatever, but
Hold on.
with an absolute dog if he's lining up on the third wide receiver option. I don't think Breland's bad. I don't think he can match up against a lot of
Well, I mean, Mackenzie Alexander is probably gonna stick in the slot, but
again, I get it, but then you think Mackenzie Alexander in the slot. So what? You got Dantzler, Peterson, Breland. Now Mackenzie Alexander's guarding the fourth option in the slot. I just don't get it. To me, that's such a massive competitive advantage. Where with Dantzler on this side, Peterson on this side.
dude, no, I mean, most Viking fans agree. There's a thing about this whole entire process that you have to take into account from the coaching perspective, and it's should Dancer probably been starting? Well, he had a very bad camp all summer. He was horrible in the preseason. When he came into the Arizona game, he made nice plays. And he was good at the end of the season. I'm a Dancer fan.
Sounds
But,
like he's got a bad attitude right now too.
That's what I'm saying. If he has an attitude problem, ever since they signed Breland, he should have took it as okay, competition. Let me beat him out. He didn't beat him out. And then now he's digging himself a bigger hole by tweeting this stuff out, and he's gonna get talked to by Zimmer, and then he goes into the doghouse. We're gonna move on, Kai.
You're telling me, hold on. You're telling me if you're Dantzler, you ended last year. I forget. You said the stat last week.
He ended up as the #1 PFF grade for the last 6 games. That doesn't mean that he was a perfect corner, though.
You're telling me that I have to play special teams?
Dancer played 9 snaps of special teams.
What's the point of training camp, Kai?
Dude, I'm just saying, Breland hasn't been impressive.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Obviously, Dantzler in camp wasn't either.
And then I mean, I'm not gonna give Braylon many like excuses or whatever. Like he needs to be played better. He's been one of the worst cornerbacks in the league. I know that he's been dealing with injuries as well as like other things. So like I'm not sure why they keep playing him. I just think that they just trust him more from a veteran perspective. I mean, he won a Super Bowl as a starting corner. Like you got to be at least halfway decent to do that. I think that he's just coming into a new system as well as coming off injuries, and he's just like coming off slow. So we could hope as Viking fans that he improves until they actually start playing Dantzler. But you could keep whining and crying about this stuff just like Dantzler is whining and crying on fucking Twitter. But end of the day, we just gotta hope that the guy that is starting plays well.
We'd be 3-0 if we had a somewhat competent defense.
Dude, who says? Dude, Dancer got torn apart last year a couple times too. He's still a young player. DK Metcalf made him look like he was meant to be on the JV squad. Like,
Makes everyone look like Jamar Chase made Breland look like he's on the
I mean, DK Metcalf did the same thing to Breland too. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, it probably would have happened to either one. I don't know. It doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Like you could.
You have to play Dantzler.
But when you start playing the shoulda, coulda, woulda card with like just because from a position that didn't even affect the game ends result at the like that would have won the game, like Dalvin Cook fumbling and the kicker missing. I get what you're saying, but you can't go down that kind of slope with sports. Like it's just like you could do these hypotheticals all damn day. It doesn't do it any good. Like, oh, if Dancer was there, we probably would have won by 10 or like you don't know that. He could have got torn apart.
It's not even that, dude. For me personally, I've not been impressed by Breland.
No, yeah, no, he has
Nobody
not been.
has, bro.
Yeah, like that's.
Bro, he honestly God hasn't been relevant in like 2 years.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I mean, he was average last year, so that's still relevant.
I'm saying from his peak in his career.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? He's not been special.
I'm not blaming Dantzler. I think we should blame him. That's my take personally. Dantzler should be a starter on our team.
You're making an argument that no one's arguing against. I'm just letting you know the situation and the reality of it.
Our situation is Mike Zimmer's a garbage ass coach.
Wow, let's go to the next topic. Let's go.
My lord.
That's my last take.
Wait, can I add something? When we were talking about Richard Sherman, Tampa versus the Pats, I just want to throw it out there that obviously Brady's going back to Gillette. I think he's, let me double check. I think he's 68 yards away from passing Breeze for the all-time passing record. I just want to say I think it's dope. He's going to do it in New England.
That is pretty cool.
It's almost written like a book, dude.
So actually, I didn't see the Richard Sherman news. That's fucking awesome. Another one that I'm actually like, dude, I'm impressed. Now I'm biased because I'm local, but shout out to the Carolina Panthers. CJ Henderson.
Oh, the cornerback that got traded.
I'm actually like, that's a big pickup after the Horn injury. That's awesome.
I mean, it depends if he's actually any good. Because, like, a lot of these players are hit or miss, like, in the first round. And like, it's a big red flag to me, like, that he got traded for, like, what, a third-round pick?
Third in Dan Arnold.
Yeah, and Dan Arnold, like, that's...
Like, I mean, but it's like, who are you gonna pick up?
Dude, he was a high first-round pick, too.
He played really well his rookie year too until he got hurt.
So, yeah, I don't know what his, like, issue was or, like, what, like, the red flags behind the scenes is because, like, there's something of the Jaguar. I mean, they're a dysfunctional team, so it's, like, you take it with a grain of salt. So I'm, like, you know, I'm always, like, but more times than not, like, these situations typically don't work out, like, when a player sells. But sometimes they do, and those stories get kind of cool, too.
To be determined.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a good move. I think, like, it's worth the risk, though.
Yeah, for sure. And Jacksonville needed a tight end.
Real
They
quick,
lost their guy.
inside sources. The most games over the last 6 seasons with over 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. Kirk Cousins with 12, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees with 11. Shout out Kirk Cousins, undefeated. That's it. That's all I have to say.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is 2 plays away from probably being like an MVP favorite. I'll admit that. Um,
And for giving my boy some props. I love that.
well, I mean, Kirk Cousins has not been the problem this year. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, like so far to start the season. He's like a 74% completion percentage, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I think he's only took 2 sacks this year. And like that's like not just like credit to the O line, which the O line has been solid.
You want to know what? I actually didn't know this until today. Patrick Mahomes, he watches 2 quarterbacks in film.
Dude, didn't we watch that video or talk about? I talked about that on the show before.
Did you?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure, but I mean, you could bring it up again, but I'm pretty sure I brought this up.
Patrick Mahomes actually came out and said he watches 2 quarterbacks when he comes to game film. He watches Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, and everyone. Tom Brady, awesome, watch him.
Well,
Kirk Cousins, everyone's like, why? And he was like, this dude is the best quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the league when he has a clean pocket. And everyone's like, no, no, no. And then Sports Center came out, obviously, because Patrick Mahomes said it, did the stats. Kirk Cousins proved it this past week, and obviously with Minnesota having a top 5 rated offensive line through 3 weeks, and now there's all these questions, right? So the other thing too is Kirk Cousins has been unstoppable, like Ant just said.
Okay, dude, get his dick out your mouth, all right? I get it. He's great. No one here's disagreeing, but fuck, man.
my lord.
Did you guys see the press conference today with the players?
You don't
Yeah, yes.
listen.
Dalvin Cook says that he's one of the best, he's the best quarterback
Let's,
when given like an opportunity to make a play.
let's not
like-
force the narrative because that's when shitty things happen, dude. Just enjoy it. Okay, go.
Okay.
Fucking
All right,
man.
so some injury things to watch if you're fantasy owners. Dalvin Cook still might not play this week. There's still to be determined. I think that there's a good chance that he does, but if he doesn't, definitely play Alexander Madison. Darrell Henderson is another one to watch. Damian Harris is a must start. Well, not maybe a must start because he plays a tough defense, but like start. You might want to start playing him
Yeah,
as
he
the
looks good.
RB2 or flex option, just because James White unfortunately is out for the year, who was actually having a pretty solid year.
Yep. Busted his hip. I don't know the exact injury.
Dalvin said in this presser though, he's ready to play. So
Well, he's going through rehab still, like throughout this week. But he said that he trusts the process and that if they say that he's able to go, then he'll go, like type of deal. Which I'm pretty sure he's gonna go. But I'm just saying something to watch.
yeah, for sure to watch. I just think Dalvin, for me personally, I think Dalvin's starting.
Yeah.
The entire Colts team is hurt, so just don't play any of them. Yeah. I mean, look at this fucking list, bro. It's the longest one on here.
Oh,
Look at this.
oh no.
Oh my God, Jonathan Taylor was limited. Why? Why?
Who was it? Was it Gerald McCoy who got the
Oh yeah,
Who-
performance enhancing drugs for McCoy.
yeah? And then who was the who was the O lineman that tried to cheat like a drug test?
Oh,
Patriots, I forget his name. Dude,
who played
Yeah,
the
that
Patriots?
story's
Cowboys.
Yeah, was it
He's
Leia?
like their tackle. I can't remember his name.
Was it? Why am I blanking on the name right now? But that's hilarious.
did you guys see the full story?
I don't know if I read it in depth.
Dude, so normally when you fail a drug test, right? It's 5 weeks, right? You're suspended for 5 games, right? The Patriots appealed it, and they're like, you know what? Matter of fact,
It's not the
get it down
Patriots.
to 2, right? They get it down to 2 games, so a suspension goes from 5 games to 2 games. This guy appeals it again, tries to bribe him, and they're like, actually, matter of fact, as we look at this again, we're gonna just get you back to 5 weeks. So this dude went from 5 weeks to 2 weeks, back to 5 weeks because he got greedy.
Damn.
Awful, garbage.
Yeah, man. some players are just and like that happens like in the real world at like your jobs too. Like you always have like a coworker that just does something stupid that causes them to get suspended or fired even. And and then everyone talks about it for years. Like that one example of like why that happened. And it's like, yeah, that shit still happens in the NFL, and then it just happens on a larger scale, and then you just look at that stuff and you're like, wow.
His name was Lael Collins.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Cowboys.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player.
Idiot. I gotta pee.
All right. Well.
So Kai's on a bathroom break. That was rude. Just kind of left us hanging. Did you guys know that Kai likes Kirk Cousins? I bet you couldn't have guessed. One more time, shout out to Bang Energy, my personal favorite. Blue Raz. I've had like 3 of these things this week. They are good.
Yeah, you might want to chill with that, buddy. That's a lot of.
Yeah, it's not good. It's a lot of sugar. But it's the only way that I'm here right now, so shout out to Bang. Anthony, do you want to bang?
Please stop talking to me. That's fine.
Dude, that's a TikTok if I've ever seen one.
Dude, this U of M stuff is starting to piss me off. Like, why?
Shout out to the Gophers for...
Oh, yeah. I guess I could talk about that.
Good God.
Man,
Did we not, like, talk about that last time, though? Like, oh, shit, we could totally play down to their level. Maybe I said that. 30-point favorites, and we... My Lord. I'm not even really sure
I hope I'm not giving anything away. That's like...
Anyways, we looked terrible. We looked like we didn't almost just beat Ohio State, 2 weeks prior? So, I don't know what to say about them Gophers. I was excited. I thought we could have got some easy wins this year, but we look sad and depressing. And quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to watch them this week.
Yeah, being at the game, the energy, like I work at the Gopher games and I'm on the sideline and like, dude, the energy was just not there. The play call, like one of the worst play calls that I've seen. They were on we're on Boiling Green's side of the field. It was 3rd and 6, and they ran it. Like Tanner Morgan
Where
is
were they at?
like on Boiling Green's like 40 something, like
Okay.
and they ran it on a 3rd and 6. Killed the drive, obviously. There was this one player named Ferguson on Boiling Green, number 7, was playing with a broken left wrist, and dude had 2 sacks on Tanner Morgan, cornerback. Made multiple plays. He had like a couple long touchdown stopping runs like by Potts, who had a good game, which any running back's gonna have a good game for the Gophers because they played this old school conservative ball with poor play calling. That's just like, oh, let's just run it to death and never let our quarterback throw. And then Tanner Morgan had a horrible game. He threw 2 interceptions at the end of the game that like sealed them the win. And dude, at the end, like there was this muff punt by Potts, and like that touched like 3 Boiling Green's hands, and the Gophers recovered that. The Gophers almost got put away at the end on a drive because a receiver like fumbled in the red zone, and then the Gophers got the ball there. So not only did they get like fortunate, the Gophers did not like lose the ball and they also caused the turnover, but they didn't capitalize on the opportunity to win at home against a team that they were favored to win by 30. It was one of the worst losses in history. This is going to cause PJ Fleck to never get promoted, probably, to like a team like USC. He'll probably never make it to the NFL now. Like, dude, that is going to carry a heavy rain cloud over his career. And yeah, you could say it's an overreaction. I'm not even like, I'm just an alumni from the Gophers. I don't even like care that much if they win or lose. I just work for them. And like, man, that game actually pissed me off.
I feel like feel like that they're just, I don't know if it's Fleck or Morgan or whoever. Tyler Johnson, Bateman gone, obviously. NFL. Are we just not comfortable anymore? We're not confident. I mean,
Nah, dude, losing Ibrahim.
yeah, I mean Ibrahim, sure, but
I mean, a running back's not gonna change the whole year.
when you're the quarterback, dude.
The Ohio State game, they gave him the ball 30 times before even the end of the third quarter. They were going to go through him the whole year. He was going to be a first-round draft pick, bearing injuries. How much they were going to use him, how well he did.
Yeah.
I really don't trust Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan's not looking great. Like he's still gonna start, but so far he's not looking very good.
Illinois, Minnesota play each other in about 2 weeks here.
Nobody cares.
Taking bets.
I'll take the Gophers just because I don't like you.
Good.
Good.
Let's put money on it.
Fine.
All right.
$20?
Yep.
No, I'm not betting anything with you until you pay me my 10 back. I'm sorry. Just
Oh, and a side note on the Gophers too is like I don't even think that they're gonna. I think they're still gonna have a winning record this year. I just think that is super disappointing and that was super trash. That game was trash.
I'm gonna shout out Bryson. I love this kid. I love the fact you brought our personal $10 into this shit.
All right, I'll let you guys hash that out for a second. I gotta run to the restroom.
What's wrong with you guys and your piss ass bladders today, dude?
Dude,
You can't just steal money, bro.
oh, you legitimately should have taken your $10 away from when Kirill joined our league.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Oh, have him send me 10?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking, dude. I was just thinking of trades that I was gonna try to get and
Oh, I
Screw
know
you on.
were, dude. I knew the second you were like Kirill is joining the league, I was like, I'm never gonna be able to trade with him a single time.
nope. We're actually talking trades now as we speak.
Yeah. Well, fuck you, dude. That kid literally, I offered him such a good trade, and he just declined it because I know you were already in his ear.
Dude, I can put you on. What the fuck?
Yeah, put me on.
Yeah, I'll put you on if you pay me my 10 back. You know that's worth it.
Alright.
I'll give you 15 back.
Dude, this is why I hate kids, bro.
Yeah,
just got
honestly-
offered Cole Beasley and Hooper to give away George Kittle. Are you serious? That's from your boy Desert Ants, by the way.
Hey, shout out Ant. Ants are rising up. I'm number one in that league. Why are you guys even talking to me?
He offered me, like, Noah Fant and, like, I forget, some other guy that literally he already dropped for Darren Waller. And I was like, dude, I'm honestly, in that league, I'm never going to trade unless it's, like, with one of you guys, because it's legit. Otherwise, I'm like, you guys are irrelevant.
I don't even want. I like my team the way that it is. I mean, obviously injuries when they occur, like it's gonna make you want to make a trade or whatever. Like, it is what it is. But,
Let's get in the rankings.
yeah. Let's go with the quarterbacks. So week 3, this is the top 10. Josh Allen, Herbert, Stafford, Brady, Darnold, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins at number 6. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, dude, he's above Patrick Mahomes.
Look, I like Kirk, but we gotta stop bringing him up. He's not gonna stop.
I know. I should have just kept it blank. Pat Mahomes, Ryan Tannehill, former Vikings quarterback, practice squad legend, Taylor Heineke, and Derek Carr.
Needs to get that beer contract.
And then, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of surprises. I mean, Sam Darnold, you kind of like can expect him to have like some games where he's gonna blow up. He's inconsistent, so he's gonna have like a big week some weeks, and then some other weeks he's just not gonna do anything, especially when.
Bro, I am on the complete other end of the spectrum. If he is on your waivers, I am picking up Sam Darnold right now with Christian McCaffrey out.
No, that's what I was gonna get at. I was gonna say when Christian McCaffrey is healthy though, like his numbers are for sure gonna stay like more on the lower end.
Who?
Dude,
Darnold.
Darnold?
Guys averaged
Did he
20
play
points.
week 1? Darnold's been solid the whole year.
Yeah, I mean he's the 12th ranked quarterback in the league, so he's like low end number 1, high end number like a backup quarterback if you
I
want
don't
him.
for sure have him on a roster. That's for damn sure.
I'm just saying, like, everyone else on this list besides, like, you know, Taylor Heineke and Darnold, everyone else, like, you could see them being in the top 10 any given week and not be surprised. Like, when you see Darnold, I think it's still more of a surprise compared to the other guys. That's just, like, what my point
Hey
is.
Kai, you know that was my boy coming into the league.
Bro, Bryson, I'm on your cattails right now. I'm all in on Arnold.
Thank you.
I think this boy's here to stay.
Yes, sir. You get out of New York, your career's golden.
Fuck it!
Look at Zach Wilson right now.
No, Teddy is going to outperform Darnold. He's going to have a better record.
But if he keeps playing 0-3 teams, yeah, you're right.
Man, stop hating.
No, hey, it's just I'm being honest.
He's been dominating them.
0-9.
He's been dominant. Nah, man. Darnold has consistently been putting up over 20 points a week in fantasy.
Man, he's been playing weak teams, too. Both of those teams low key have been just beating up on some weak ass opponents.
Yeah, I'm on the Darnold train.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's surprising off this list. I mean, Taylor Heineke, like that dude could ball, like low key.
I think the big
What the
thing-
fuck are you doing?
Just want the bang right there.
We're not sponsored by them.
Dude, we will be.
Look, the big thing for you're gonna have guys like Taylor Heineke, like in every position, randomly bust out for a week. I think honestly, the big thing for me is Josh Allen's back. Like,
Oh yeah, I think he's probably gonna end up around for sure top 3. I think in fantasy quarterback rankings.
I agree. I just
Kai, he's a dog.
yep, dog, certified dog,
Dog.
linebacker, but dog, he's a dog. Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right. And speaking of freaking Lamar Jackson, he's been pretty inconsistent this year. So that's always frustrating.
I got
And
faith.
running backs. So imagine being a fantasy owner and then you have Kareem Hunt in 3 leagues. And you're so pissed after week 2 because he only scored 6 points that you benched him in 3 leagues.
Yep.
He had 27 points. Shout out 27. Which he is number 27. So, Kareem Hunt.
Shout out
I'm
to
starting
Zach.
you in all my leagues this week, and you're probably going to get 6 points. So,
Probably.
this is how it goes. This is the fantasy way of life. But, hey, James Robinson had a bounce back.
Yeah.
Zeke Elliott was there.
It's the only thing Meyer's done right so far.
We've seen DeAndre Swift in the top 10, I think, every week. Peyton Barber, well, I don't know why, but the Raiders are just like, hey, you know what, Peyton Barber, let's have you be the guy this week.
He performed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did really well.
He always has a random game every year, it feels like.
Oh yeah,
He'll probably have 2 points this week.
yeah. Saquon Barkley made it on the list. Alexander
I told you, Barkley's back.
Okay, yeah, number 9. Great work. Outperformed by Alexander Madison, though, so I'd rather have him. Okay, chill. Actually, I probably would.
I don't like Barkley.
Cheaper.
So I don't believe in him.
Yeah, I'd take the cheaper running back. Austin Eckler, doing Eckler things. Kamara's always like... He's never really that high on these rankings, but he always like sneaks in around the bottom, it seems like.
Unless
But...
he's playing the Vikings last year.
Alright,
Alright.
dude, that was against 6th string.
I had to humble you.
Let's
guys a little bit.
get over to wide receivers. I'm about to hit the gritty on the cam, bro.
Wait, don't skip to the gritty boy yet. Mike Williams, dude?
Number 2 receiver in fantasy this year.
Oh my god. I watched him play too. That was fun.
Devontae Adams is back on track. He probably will still end up being like number 1 or 2 in fantasy. Like if Rodgers keeps playing like the way that he has with him, because he gets like 1 million fucking targets.
Kendrick Bourne,
The what?
number 8. Is he really that high?
Yeah.
No way.
No, yeah, that's where he was. Cooper Kupp, number one receiver in fantasy this year. Just freaking unbelievable when healthy. Like I kind of forgot how good he was.
Dude, he's stressful.
Justin Jefferson, number 9 ranked receiver in fantasy. Man, I was kind of nervous at first because I bought some Justin Jefferson stock. I knew he was gonna be good, but after week 1, when he didn't get that touchdown call, I was like, I want to die. I still want to die. And then like he looked good against Arizona. Then he looked really good against the Seahawks. So it's good to see JJ back. He's the real deal. Emmanuel Sanders, him randomly in the top 5.
No, he's playing with Josh Allen. I mean, he's gonna have his games.
Yeah, no, he's definitely like just like John Brown. That was.
I mean, I don't know though. You see Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders in here. If I'm a Diggs owner, obviously you got to start Diggs, but
Double teaming him, bro.
spread the ball out.
Yeah, I mean Diggs gets double teamed. That's why like JJ was so quiet. Week 1 is because like he didn't know how to overcome the double team. Not saying that Diggs doesn't know how to overcome it, but like if you just have other options too that you could throw to, that you know are reliable, might
Make
as well
it
just
easy.
throw it to them.
And I think their tight end is what's his name? Dawson or whatever. Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox. So you
Yeah.
want to
I
Oh,
think he's ranked like 4th this year right now.
oh yeah, he's on the top 10 list on the next slide.
So yeah, why not go to those guys?
Kendrick Bournier. I mean, Jamar Chase is legit. Like, he's a legit number 1 so far in fantasy. Like, you could start him probably any week, especially
4
if T. Higgins.
touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
That's an LSU thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's still ranked below Justin Jefferson. Okay, I just had to bring that up. But
I hate these kids.
I'm just letting you know, like, he's the reason why they got the natty, bro.
Oh.
No, I love Jefferson, but no, he's not.
I'm just playing, dude. I'm just trolling.
No.
So, I'm just trying to do what you do with Kirk Cousins.
That's
I
way worse.
respect it.
And then they.
Top 4 quarterback right now.
What?
He said top 4 quarterback right now.
I'm not doing this with you.
Um,
No.
3 quarterbacks who have performed better through 3 weeks than Kirk Cousins.
No, see, let's just. I don't even want to get into it. We do
It-
this
it's-
outside.
yeah, we're not doing that right now, okay?
Give him right now.
No. Deshaun Jackson made the list.
Do that. Change the subject.
You should talk into your mic.
Change the subject. Name 3 quarterbacks who are doing it better than Kirk Cousins right now. I'll wait.
I'm not discussing Kirk Cousins this whole show.
Yeah, dude, we're just not gonna keep talking about him. He's having a good year. Kirk Cousins is playing at like an MVP level right now. That's just what he's doing.
Only quarterback right now to have above a 90% QBR in the past 17 games.
Okay, we're not talking 17 games. Buddy, listen, I get it. You're excited. You came off a win. That's great. Congrats. Kirk's playing great. But fuck, we are 3 weeks in to a 17-game season, bro. This is a marathon.
Let's pause, Bryson. Who's your top 2 quarterbacks of all time?
What?
Top 2 quarterbacks of all time.
You know the answer.
Let's hear it.
Brady and Manning.
Exactly, right? Manning, right? You got Manning right there, right?
Yep.
So
If Kirk comes into
Manning
this
is the-
conversation, I'm going home.
No. Manning is the only other quarterback besides Kirk Cousins to have above a 90 QBR in the 17-game stretch. Manning is the only other quarterback all time to ever do it. Put respect on my boy's name. It is not his fault that the team is 1-2. If this guy is 0-3, he's all over, or 3-0. 0-3, fuck it, let's burn the house down. Fuck it. 3-0 though, it is not Kirk Cousins' fault. 3-0, this guy's all over SportsCenter.
Dude, I'm not. I'm just not. Okay, I'm not gonna do this with you.
Let's go.
I'm not.
All right.
No, I'm not.
All right, we're going to tight ends. So number 1, Dalton Schultz.
He was on my bench.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck?
And then let's get to number 2, Tyler Gronklin.
Listen, I actually like him, dude. I mean, you saw me. I picked him up, dude. That's
All right.
another reason where I'm not even gonna say his name. Shout out to Tyler Gronklin because he's a dog.
Dude, he was coming off injury, so he started off the year a little bit slow. Kirk still needs to like develop that trust in him like he had with Irv Smith Jr. But like it looks like he's starting to find that against the soft defense of Seattle.
Let me ask you this: if he continues what he's doing, maybe not even to the level he's necessarily at, because he's ranked like I think 9th.
It was 7 catches,
Yeah.
70 yards, 1
I'm saying
touchdown.
the whole season.
Yeah.
I think he's ranked like 9th tight end overall.
Yep.
Which is pretty damn good. I
Yeah.
think he can still even move up because, like we've talked about before.
We use tight ends.
Yeah, but I'm saying like 7th or whatever, they're all kind of the same. But I think he's got potential to be legit. Now that being said, if he continues what he's doing throughout the year, Irv Smith comes back, is Gronklin your number 1 tight end?
No. But Irv Smith plays a different role. Yeah,
Okay.
but the thing that's complicated now is that KJ Osborne is legit. But Gronklin contract does come to an end after the season, so he'll probably get the bag if he has a good year.
I didn't think about that.
And so odds are he'll probably be a starter somewhere else, just based off how the market rolls and like how much we're not gonna have a lot of money flexibility.
Great. So he's going to be a New York Jet and his career will be over.
Yeah, actually, that's probably pretty accurate. Or I could see the Broncos potentially signing him as a number 2 with Noah Fant because George Payton is there. Or if the Browns feel like they want to go a different route, they already have too many tight ends. I could just see Stefanski maybe want to bring him in. That's just old connections. But I don't know. Browns seem like the type of team that would spend some big money on like a random like 3rd tight end.
I'm over Hooper and what's the other kid's name? I actually like the other kid. I just don't think they use him right.
Njoku.
Yeah.
No joke, dude.
No joke, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of over Hooper though, so I can see them taking a shot. I guess get rid of Hooper or something. I don't know what his contract's like, but I can't imagine they want him back. I don't know. Maybe.
Kai, who is throwing to Gronklin?
Why?
Kirk Cousins. There are 3 people, right? Season is 17 games long this year. But throughout the history of the NFL, there are 3 people that have had over a 90-plus QBR, 17 games in a row or more. You want to guess those 3 people? Peyton Manning 2015, Kirk Cousins right now, Peyton Manning 2013. I'm just saying. Keep throwing shade at my boy.
I hate Google sometimes.
Throwing shade at my boy.
No, I was saying that he's the reason why Tyler Conklin got number 2 tight end this week.
He is. He is.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Put some respect on Kirky's name. Captain Kirk all day.
All right. Well, moving on to the list. Shout out Kirk Cousins and Kai. Gesicki.
No, shout out to neither one of them at this point. Neither one. I don't even care
You
anymore.
are a Peyton Manning dick rider, bro. Put some respect on Kirk's name.
Oh.
Doing what Kirk is doing right now.
Nobody has disagreed with you this entire show. The whole week, no one has disagreed with you. You have been heard.
He's the top
What is going on?
quarterback right now through 3 weeks.
Oh, fuck, it doesn't work on him. That's...
Say I'm wrong.
All right, Kai. We're gonna keep talking about tight ends.
Mute him.
This is Gesicki, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Mark Andrews, Zach Ertz. Those are a bunch of familiar names. Zach Ertz showing some life against the Cowboys.
Hit Tyler Gronklin because Kirk Cousins is throwing the ball. Hit Dalton Schultz because the guy puts up stats.
And then Dawson Knox with Josh Allen playing the way that he is might be very nice.
I like Knox.
Diggs is going to get him. I think out of all those, I think Dawson Knox is the one to level out.
To be determined.
And then Logan Thomas has been solid all year. He'll probably end up being like a top 10 tight end, hover around there all year.
Let's bet.
And then these are the top 5 defenses. I mean, honestly, there's just certain teams that you should probably just stream your defenses against. Probably like Jets, Jags, maybe Texans at this point because they're gonna have a rookie quarterback throwing for a while. So if you
Not Dawson.
Davis.
He looked good when he had time.
yeah, he looked pretty comfortable back there. I mean, I was talking to Bryson before the show, and I'm like, end of the day, like the Texans put up 9 points. The kid had some decent moments, some spark into his game, but also like he didn't do anything overly crazy to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like he's gonna be a phenomenal player. Like he's interesting though. Like he's something to watch and give a little bit of hope for the Texans. So and if he ever gets sore, I bet you he knows someone that could give him a recommendation for a massage. Kai?
The silence kills me. Ah.
But yeah, stream your defense against the Texans because still rookie quarterbacks make mistakes. And probably stream them against the Bears too.
I was just gonna say, dude.
Speaking of rookies that are gonna make mistakes.
Fire Nagy. Fire everybody.
Yeah, it's just this is like the thing that people have been trying to like preach, or like a lot of like fans in general, Bear fans, like the ones that are more not crazy, are more like, oh yeah, I don't want Justin Fields to start because if he does, he's gonna die behind that offensive line.
Dude,
and
I mean, you can blame the line or whatever, but I don't quote me on this, but I thought I read it was the most dropbacks by a quarterback without any additional protection whatsoever.
Oh.
No tight end, no running back, no nothing. They just let him die. And quite frankly, he's going against Myles Garrett, who one-on-one you're just not going to stop, which is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing a Chandler Jones, Myles Garrett, whoever the hell, Khalil Mack, I don't know. You double team them.
Yeah.
You chip them at least.
Yeah, unless you want to be like the Titans, like that, trying to go 1v1 when their left tackle wasn't stepping up. Yeah, dude. Fields, like it's not his fault. Like they average 1.1 yards per attempt on offense. That's miserable. That's like one of the worst in like long time.
Dude,
1.1 yards.
Nothing happened, and it's so sad too because guys like me that believe in Allen Robinson, which you should.
Darnell Mooney.
Dude, they look so sorry.
Yeah.
Robinson's like the 66th ranked receiver right now.
Yeah, it's like you can't even like play them right now
No.
because it's not that Fields just can't get them the ball. It's just like literally they won't have time, and Fields is a rookie.
It's just dysfunctional.
When you're a rookie, want to know what they do? They just make mistakes. That's why Trevor Lawrence,
Gotta give him a real shot,
Zach
man.
Wilson, Fields, like they're all gonna look rough.
Well, I'm right in front of me, and I'm sure you guys saw this earlier. All 3 quarterbacks are up in the air to start this week. They're just moving on. I don't know.
Wait, who is?
Bears. Could be Foles, Fields, Dalton. They don't know. They haven't announced it yet.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
That's
now.
toxic. Way to just kill Fields before he even starts. Mentally, dude, if I'm Fields, I'm probably depressed.
The thing that would have made the most sense is just to go back to Dalton when he's healthy. Just because you named him the starter, people know that he's supposed to start this year. It doesn't matter if you believe he's a better quarterback or not than Fields. Like right now, I think Dalton is a better NFL quarterback than Fields because he knows how to run an offense at a high level. Like the small things of just like handing the ball off and being able to make a read and be able to check things out and be able to do those kind of things, like that takes time. You don't just come into the league and just understand when to do that against an NFL defense and noticing disguises and blitz packages coming your way. So it's like that's the reason why Andy Dalton starting makes more sense because he can handle those situations a little bit better, like when to throw it away, when to make the smart play.
Well, and the thing is, Dan Orlovsky, whatever, the old used to be a backup quarterback. He was saying either it was the worst game plan ever or it was intentional. I'm leaning towards intentional for Fields to fail because I think he wants Dalton in. For whatever reason, I don't think he wanted Fields to succeed. I think it's weird. I mean, how do you game plan like that as a head coach in the NFL?
I just think that he's never
No
been.
adjustments.
Dude, he's gotten carried by a defense for a while. Like, think about his offense this whole entire time since like 2018. It's always been meh, like kind of pretty trash. And then like the defense though has been carrying, and that's why they've been sneaking into the playoffs. Like, yeah, oh my God, yeah, the Bears are so good. They make the playoffs, right? Like, but like they're like sneaking in as a wild card.
People want to play the Bears in the playoffs,
and they're just easy to because they can't keep up because that offense is always trash.
Yep.
And you could blame it on Mitchell Trubisky. You could blame it on Nick Foles. You could blame it on even like I don't know if they had Jay Cutler back then. I don't think that they did. But like you could blame it on whoever. And Nagy has just been a pretty bad offensive team overall. And he's had good players. Robinson, they have Mooney now. I mean, I think Anthony Miller was a good talent, and they just let him go. He had a good game, his first game back with the Texans.
Did they bring Perriman in?
They did bring
I feel
Perriman
like that's
in.
kind of why they made the move. But
They just brought Perriman in.
yeah,
But they got rid of Anthony Miller way before.
Yeah, to Houston. I mean, I guess we didn't see anything because, yeah, he probably didn't trust the field. But I was going to say, have we even seen Perriman? But after last game, fuck him.
Well, it takes time, too, to, like, learn the offense. Like, that's the thing.
No, I know.
Yeah. I don't know where Kai is, though, but, like, basically the last thing that we got to do is make our predictions.
Let's do pick'ems. You still there, buddy?
Yeah, that's what I exactly needed to do.
Pick'ems?
Yeah, where's so
Is he here?
Guy?
Guy's an idiot.
He's probably ordering a Kirk Cousins jersey.
No, like legit. He probably is. So week 4, let's go over last week's results while I'm trying to find that. Thursday night, we all picked Carolina. That's a dub. Sunday night, Green Bay and San Fran. I was the only one that got Green Bay.
Got lucky as hell.
Too much time, baby. Too much time.
Poor coaching. Like that's just a young coach mistake. He should not be making that mistake.
Don't sleep on Rodgers.
It's not sleeping. He gets lucky. He always gets the lucky side of these things.
No,
He's
he
never
doesn't.
on the wrong end.
He does this though. He's been doing this. Come on.
Yeah, you wanna know what?
Saw the memes.
Well, how long was that field goal?
Which one?
The Mason Crosby game winner.
I don't know. I'm too stuck up.
It was
coverage.
definitely over 37 yards, right?
Okay, but Justin Tucker's.
Was
field
it?
goal? Wow.
Okay, yeah. I don't even know why we did not mention that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Dude.
Did you see the God, who were the Jags playing last week? I don't know, but someone attempted a 68. It looked fucking good, but he obviously returned it for a touchdown. But still, these kickers are different. These
Oh,
days.
that's Prater. Prater hit a 62-yarder against us, like just in week 2.
Dude, 66 is different.
66 game winner with the bounce off the freaking goalpost.
I love how confident Lions fans were too. No way.
That
That's a
was
goat.
that was the most Lions lost, and the Ravens. You are concerning. A little bit.
Should I continue?
Yeah.
So I was the only one that got Green Bay. Monday night, Philly and Dallas. I was feeling Philly. I like Hurts. Realistically, I kind of knew Dallas was going to win, but I wanted to try to sneak a game on these guys. But they got Dallas over me. We all went 2-1. I'm 5-4. Ant is in the lead at 7-2. Nice. Yeah, you went 3-0 last week. Kai is 3-6, so whatever. And then Darren, who's only been here for 1 week, is still 1-2. But yeah. Tomorrow we got Jacksonville at Cincy. Oh my god. You want to make your pick on that? I don't know what.
Oh,
what she wants.
it's easily Cincinnati Bengals. They have a really solid team, and not because they beat the Vikings. It's mainly because like I got to watch them, and I'm like, you know what? That offense is pretty solid, and their defense is more stout than they have looked in some games. I'm surprised they lost to the Bears though, but
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
no, me either.
They're 2-1 though. They're having a good year. Good start at least. I'm also gonna take the Bengals though. I really like their offense. It's flashy. Mixon is very consistent so far this year. He's been a beast. He's getting the workload that they said he would, and it's fun to watch. I like him, but I'm also a big Joe Burrow guy. Ever since LSU.
Yeah,
The
Jamar
swagger.
Chase,
Yeah,
Tyler Boyd,
I think they're gonna run T-Law and them off the fucking field.
and then like Higgins, I think might be out, but yeah, not that big of a deal.
They'll be okay. God, I haven't been able to get this. What are the schedules here? I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. My iPad is not responding how I want it to. Sunday night football, folks. I'll just put Kai's picks in later, and we can talk about that next week. Ooh, possibly game of the week. There's a couple other good games out there, but Sunday night football. Tom Brady and the Bucks return to Gillette Stadium to face the Pats. I'm going Bucks. Tom Brady's breaking the record. There's no way he's leaving Gillette without giving him one last FU. And, I mean, he's just Mac Jones is just not keeping up or doing anything to that defense.
Mac and cheese.
R.I.P. to Mac, by the way.
Yeah.
So I got Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going Buccaneers. They had a tough loss against the Rams last week. Brady's gonna be pissed. He has so much motivation this week. When someone like him has motivation, there's no stopping him. Like if you have a fantasy and you're not starting him already because he's the number one quarterback in fantasy, I don't know what you're doing, but you should definitely play him this week regardless, no matter what. Like he's
Just don't ever move him out of your lineup. At
Yeah.
this point, I don't care how old he is. It's Tom Brady. He's got it.
Yep, he's on a mission.
Get over yourselves if you don't like him, because I don't.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football is going to be another exciting one. I'm actually excited for both these games. It's going to be sweet. The Raiders, who are 3-0, off to a hot start, are going to go play who I really enjoy watching personally. It's like my favorite offense, the Chargers. I think that one's going to be a fun game, dude. I think it's going to be a showdown. But I don't know. I like Herbert. I like Eckler. I like Keenan. I'm going to rock with them. It's in L.A. If that changes anything for you, but I got the Chargers.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders just because I just like the way they're playing. Mainly, like they have a lot of momentum. I know they have the injury with Jacobs. I think he might be back. I don't know.
Not sure. It's early in the week yet.
But either way, they have two solid backs and like with Jacobs out regardless, and the way Derek Carr's been playing, like he's been really good and he comes in clutch at the end of the game. So if it comes down to like who's gonna be the better quarterback at the end of the game, I think that Derek Carr would outperform Herbert. Like Herbert's still a young quarterback and he shows sometimes to be shaky. Like he started off the year pretty like to begin with. Now he's starting to play a little bit better. So especially with that Chiefs game, he looked good.
Yeah, dude, that was a baller game. All right, well those are our picks. We'll have to get Kai's either later tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure what he's doing. It's probably like you said, buying a Cousins jersey.
He might be at the Kirk Cousins throne or whatever he has, or his like worship.
It's actually really concerning. It's weird.
He has like candles. They're purple. The flames are purple somehow. I don't understand it.
No. But yeah, those are our picks. So stay tuned.
Yeah, this will be the end of the show. We'll be dropping another one next week.
Shout out to Bang. These are our Bang picks for the week. Bang. Bang picks, everybody. Let's go.
Now we
Get your blue raz.
now we move.
Now we move.
Go Colts.